If there's anything that the Swiss take more seriously than the precision of their watches or the quality of their chocolate, it's the secrecy of their banks. The subterranean vaults of Geneva and Zurich have served as sanctuaries for the wealth of dictators and despots, mobsters and arms dealers, corrupt officials and tax cheats of all kinds. It's a world U.S. law enforcement has rarely been able to penetrate, so the idea that UBS, one of Switzerland's largest banks, would hand over information on thousands of American tax cheats would have been unthinkable just a few years ago. Tonight you'll hear the twisted tale of how it all happened from a man some people have called one of the most important whistleblowers ever, who has been rewarded with a federal prison term and the possibility of endless riches. Though he was born and raised in the Boston area, Bradley Birkenfeld spent most of the last decade living in Switzerland, helping wealthy Americans hide their money. He was based in Geneva, where he says there may be more money-counting machines than parking meters in a country that once bragged it had more banks than dentists.
And it's not Swiss money in those banks, it's foreigners. You have a culture there that has been ingrained in society about managing people's money protected by Swiss bank secrecy.
And who has a right to that information under Swiss law?
Only the banker and the bank itself.
How unusual is it for a Swiss banker to come forward and say, this is how it works?
It's never happened before in history. I'm the first one.
The day he walks into prison is the day you will lose a generation of tax whistleblowers.
Why do you say that?
Because no one will blow the whistle.
Stephen Cohn is one of Birkenfeld's civil attorneys and the head of the National Whistleblower Center. He believes there may be one final twist in the case that could give his client the last laugh. That's because Birkenfeld may well be entitled to collect tens of millions of dollars under a federal law that rewards whistleblowers with up to 30% of the money that's recovered as a result of the information they provide, even if they end up going to jail.
Mr. Birkenfeld has saved the taxpayers billions of dollars, brought thousands of people to justice. They should blow up his check. The Attorney General should shake his hand and look into the camera, and he should say, I want a message to every international banker that works to money launder against America. You come here to America, you'll be protected and you'll be rewarded. Get 20, get 30 Birkenfelds. Let's fix this problem. Let's lower everybody's taxes.
The IRS will ultimately decide whether Birkenfeld qualifies for the reward. If he does, they'll have to mail the check to federal prison, where Birkenfeld is scheduled to report this Friday. But it couldn't be worse than returning to Switzerland, where he is regarded as a criminal and a traitor. Do you think you'll ever go back to Switzerland again?
I don't believe I will.